What's happening, everybody? So I actually sold my cranberry cart that a lot of you may have seen here in the shop. And so this is where it went, and I just had some cases here. So I'm gonna clean up this area a little bit, clean up the floor a little bit more, and then move this cart over there. As you can see, all the tools that were in the cranberry cart are now no longer in there. So I've gotta just organize enough to get ready for when I get the replacements. So figured I would just jump on here, sweep up the area, clean up. Try to keep this, so I just have this lock and this cable, just as I had my other cart attached, just in case anybody ever tried to come in here and steal anything. And I've got security and all that jazz, but you just never know, so I had it attached to the cart too. So make it a little bit harder. Obviously it's not going to stop them, but it would at least slow them down. I need to just throw this away. I don't use that anymore. It's just a lid for my tap and die set, so. Roll this up, clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more. So in I guess here soon, like in spring sometime, we're going to clean up the, yeah, he bought it. So what do you think about Snap-on Classic Series for a newer tech, only automotive field for 5 years, currently have a Harbor Freight box? I mean, I wouldn't go with the Classic Series. I'm not a fan. If you're going to go with the Classic Series, you're better off just sticking with your Harbor Freight. Quality is going to be pretty close to the same. That's, obviously Snap-on's base series. If you were going to go for a tool truck brand, I would go for the well, now it's KMP, I think. It used to be KRL, and I don't know if they sell the KRL anymore, but it's the upgraded Master Series box. That's what I would go with. If you have the money, just save up the cash and pay for it. I got this box here, bottom, power top, and hutch, all for 10 grand. So, and that was all new from Snap-on. Now I know prices have raised since then, so I would assume it'd probably be closer to 12 grand now, but definitely a better deal. Here's the thing you miss out on the Classic Series is they're like this cart here, and the depth just isn't there. They're just not deep enough, and that's the issue with the Classic Series. I think they're only 20 inches deep. So, these are 29 inches deep, almost 30. So that depth helps a ton when you're on a car or when you're on a box. On a cart, it's not as big of a deal. It does make a difference. As you all know, I have this cart here, but it's not as big of a deal because you can make that work on a cart. And sometimes people don't have the space to roll a 30-inch deep cart around like the Epic because they're trying to work between lifts and cars and all that stuff. So it makes more sense. So yeah, or save up your money and just buy a used Epic setup off of Facebook Marketplace. You can find deals on there all the time. That would probably be the best option, or you can find one of these all the time on Facebook Marketplace. These 95th anniversaries, I see them sell on Facebook Marketplace just for the bottom only for anywhere between, I've seen them as low as 3,500, but they're pretty beat up. You can get them for 4 to 5 grand in decent shape. Just for the bottom there, and they'll usually have a top on them as well. So yeah, 10 grand was a good deal. I bought it the year after the 95th anniversary, so it's 2015, so I bought it in 2016. I got the bottom for 60, like just over 6 grand brand new, and then I bought the top and got the hutch. I waited on their deal that they run for the accessories or whatever for toolboxes, and it's 15% off. Then I ran it on the credit to get the rebates and such, and then a week later paid it off. So same with the bottom box as well. Did all that and got the rebates. That's the nice thing, and that's the benefit of doing the rebates is you get all the benefits of that, and then you just pay it off a week later. So I'm not a fan of financing toolboxes and tools and stuff. Set yourself up in a position where you can just pay for the tools as you need them. All right, what'd I do with my dustpan? I had it and then I distracted myself. So yeah, anyway, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean this area out and then I'm gonna take this cart and move it over here for now. And then I might, if I have time, clean up this area over here and push all this over and then move my entire box over. I'm not sure exactly, but see how much time I have and what I can get into and stuff, so. Whoops. Trying to keep my phone plugged in too. There we go, that's a little better. So, anyways. Oh, there it is. Right here. I don't have any fancy. What box? I sold a KRSC 46, so it's the 40-inch version of this cart here. It was cranberry and black. It's not really a long story, but it's kind of a story that I've told 1,000 times. But I bought it to be my main cart, and I didn't like it as a cart because I'm used to the mobile workstation. So I went back to my mobile workstation and then was using the cart as storage. Well, obviously using a cart as storage is not ideal, so it just didn't work out very well. So time to get rid of it, clear some extra space. Use some brake clean. Try to clean this floor up a little bit. Ouch. Got myself. It's not perfect, but I'm more worried about keeping the shop, looking fairly clean and organized. I'm not trying to make it look professional. What's up? What's happening? Car mechanic from India. Awesome. So yeah, just trying to clean it up a little bit, As you can tell, it's not perfect. Although it's funny, when I do lives and stuff, the camera makes the floors look worse, but it makes the tools and stuff look cleaner. I don't understand what that is, but very interesting why it does that. All right, so I'm gonna move some of this stuff here. Then we can move this cart. I just put stuff in boxes for now. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start organizing this one, my main box, a little bit better, so that way I can start taking some of that and filling this the best I can. It's already pretty full, but I can make some more space for sure. So I got a lot of cases and boxes and stuff. So I've contemplated on buying, so I have a Harbor Freight locker, and I contemplate on buying another Harbor Freight locker just to use for cases and stuff, and I might still do that because they're fairly cheap. In the market for a shop press, but 12 ton or 20 ton, what do you recommend? I don't know. I don't use a shop press. I use a OTC hub grappler. So I do have a shop press, but I rarely use it. I'm using the hub grappler 9 times out of 10. Actually, 9.9 times out of 10. Yeah, I have a snap-on 40-inch slide top roll around jobs, but my main Harbor Freight box is out of space. What's your thoughts on trading in the cart towards the box? Yeah, I mean, if you like the cart, then don't trade it in. There's no point in trading in. Just keep it. Again, just wait for a good deal or save up the money. Your best option is to save up the money. Get tight on your finances. Get yourself on a nice budget and start setting aside some money. It shouldn't take you too long to save up enough cash to get a bigger toolbox. If you go from what you have now to this, you're gonna gain just a ton of space. And honestly, like what a lot of people don't realize, so when I designed my new box that I'm gonna get eventually, I got rid of the banks. So it's a 68 inch with no banks. It's solid drawers all the way across. You lose quite a bit of, you lose quite a bit of space with these dividers in here as well. A lot of people don't realize that. So that's an option as well. But again, you can find used Snap-on boxes, Matco boxes, Cornwell boxes all the time on Cornwell for good, or I mean on Facebook Marketplaces for good deals. So yeah, I love the hub grappler. It's one of my favorites. I mean, that's what's right here. And I love that thing. It was actually in my cranberry cart, bottom drawer. So I'm gonna try to put it up somewhere a little bit higher this time. Instead of having to bend over and pull that sucker out. It's a heavy beast, that's for sure. Heavy beast. All right. I can put some of this stuff away. Clean the top of this box up a little bit too. Try to anyways. Like I said, I want to just take this and move it over. That works. So now I can just leave that parked there for now, which is actually kind of nice because that means I can move this cart up a little bit, which kind of opens this space. So when the clients come in, it just looks a little bit cleaner and nicer. I'll have to clean up the floors and whatnot, but it kind of cleans up some space. Like I said, I'm going to move all of this over too. I actually have a new box / cart coming set up, a whole deal, but it's not coming till April. So until that comes, I'm just making do with what I have. So this cart still needs organized as well. That's the other downfall. I've got it started, but far from finished. So I'm waiting for some more organizers so I can get all of these sockets done, get these off of this tray, and then start utilizing all of the space in this box as well. So, and then I got to get to this drawer as well, finish it up. And then this one I haven't done anything with. It's just got a bunch of random miscellaneous crap in it. So we will get there. But I can probably start, I'm gonna start getting this one something organized. So I don't utilize this top very well, so I think that's what I'm gonna start working on here before too long. And then this can definitely be changed. One thing I can for sure do is I have this foam tray that I can take out of there, and then I have some wrench organizers that I got from Tecton and use that. So where are those at? I took those out. Aha. Put those in here, so I'm hoping that this might work for these. It may not work because these 24s are pretty tall, but oh yeah, it works. Nice. So I think I'll just go like that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, we'll just go there. My ceilings are short. I have a 10.5-foot ceiling shop, so yeah, they're short. And yeah, I have 220. You on a standardized lift like this, you have to have 220. You don't have another option. So on one of these mid-rise lifts, you can run 120, but their mid-rise only goes so high, and it only lifts 6,000 pounds. So you're limited on what you can lift up. All right, so this, we can get rid of this foam tray, and we can start putting all of these in here. And that's going to clear out some space. The more space I clear from this box, obviously I have more storage for all the stuff that I took out of that other cart. Then we can utilize the space as much as possible. That was the whole point of the organization series when I started it, and it's been fantastic. I'm telling you what, like the first thing in your mind when you run out of space is you need a bigger box or cart, and that is not the case. Like, look how much space we just saved. All of this extra space we just cut out right there. So super, super nice. That's why I hate the foam crap, because you miss out on so much extra storage. So there's those, and then I have these wrenches here, and then I'm gonna take all of these out of the plastic trays and reorganize all of these long screwdrivers and the other stuff that's in this drawer. So this drawer will create a ton of extra space for sure. For sure. Picks as well. So yeah, what I should do is take a picture of this beforehand, so then I have a before and after, because the organization series has been absolutely fantastic. It has been a fun series, and it's not over yet. Clean all that dust off back there. Dust back in the back of that drawer. Tried to get most of it anyways. Didn't get it all, but we got some. We got some of it. So yeah, now we can start working on organizing some of this. I don't really need my jacket on anymore. Starting to get a little warm. It's actually warming up here in Ohio. So have you seen the new M18 3/8 impact with one key? No, I haven't. 1,300 foot-pounds for a 3/8, that's excessive. That is excessive. There just comes a point in time where there's too much power and an impact. I feel the same way about the 2967. I have the 2967, and the same with like the new DeWalt and 1/2 inch. At some point, there's just too much in anvil size. At that point in time, it's time for 3/4 inch. There's no point in running that in. Oh, it's $1,300. I see. I was thinking 1,300 foot-pounds. I'd be surprised. You sure it's 1,300 bucks? I didn't see it at a pipeline event either. Right? They didn't announce that at pipeline event when I was there. So I don't know. I've not seen it. I have not seen it. Okay, oops. All right, so see, this is the thing I don't like about these types of wrench holders. It's not like it's the end of the world, but it is something. I think I have some other ones. Let's see if these are any better. Torque Test made a video. Oh, I'll have to check it out. How much power is it? Can't imagine it's that much different. Nope, same thing. Same thing. I'm going to use these because a lot of people have asked me about these, so we'll just put them in there. Find the other ones here. Technically, we only have one more, so there are some singles. There we go. So we'll leave that there use 2 of them for each. Yeah, but then you're just wasting holders at that point in time. And people already complain about the price of stuff. So my idea when I do this stuff is always about like, what's the practicality and does it make sense? You know, what will people use it as themselves? Because most people are not going to buy multiples to put at 2 ends. But I understand what you're saying. So you think the Epic with full length is a good setup? Maybe hard to organize? No, it wouldn't be hard to organize. It'd be fantastic. You need to buy what's best for you. Don't buy just because I said it. I personally don't like the triple banks. If I was going to buy a 72 inch, I'd want it in double bank because then you get full length drawers all the way down instead of these small drawers here. I'm not a fan of these small drawers on this side. I'd rather have all of these drawers all the same length all the way across and then just have the small bank on the one side, personally. But to me, like having a Epic, like the way I designed my Epic, it's a 68 inch Epic, solid length drawers all the way across, and then I put a 36 inch end cab on it. So then I would have basically one of these on the end and then have this for my smaller stuff. And then the top drawer would eventually be all sockets. The second drawer would be all wrenches all the way across, all pliers underneath, whatever. That's how I would organize it. Or you could put sockets, extensions, ratchets all in one drawer, you know, so on and so forth. So I personally think it's easier, but again, it's going to depend on your tools, what you're working on every day, all that jazz. Because everybody's working on something different. Everybody buys different tools. Some people want to spend as little money on tools as they possibly can. Other people like having a little bit of everything. That's how I am. Like if it's something that I think will make the job easier for me, I'm buying it. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I think I'm going to jump on one of the other platforms because I'm going to try to do lives on every single one of them. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. We will catch you on the next one.